Hello everyone to my first official Scouting America video. This video will be all about scouting wear. So this outfit is not generally preferred. You can wear it to meetings and campouts, but it's not as official necessarily. This outfit, the activity outfit or Class B, is generally more preferred than a regular outfit or casual outfit, because it does bear some scouting stuff on it, like the hat or the NYLT shirt or the 8 necklace, which I'll tell you about in my NYLT video. There is one step better to this, which is basically the image of every Boy Scout you see, and that is the Class A, which is coming up in a few seconds. That is technically the official wear of or outfit of the Boy Scouts and Girl Scouts. And this video will go into detail about the Class A, what places you will wear it, and how to put it together. So you would really wear the Class A at any scout outing, including traveling. So if you're traveling with your troop or alone to a scout event, then you have to wear Class A. So some events that you might be required to wear Class A are flag events such as flag retirement, raising, and lowering, campfires, service projects, Eagle projects, any hiking, again, traveling to camps. Some campouts require you to wear Class A's at different times, like this is NYLT, which required us to wear Class A's almost the entire time. But rules vary between troops, so it depends. The Class A is made up of different parts, which are the top, the bottoms or the shorts, scout socks, sashes, toggles, NYLT beads, belts, hats, and handkerchiefs, which I will go over everything as the video continues. Some shoes are preferred over others as well, so I'm going over that too. Hats are not a huge deal, but there is an official Scout baseball hat that you could wear to make your Class A look a little bit more finished. Same with your Class B. Sometimes you will not be able to wear your Scout hat because of the season, like in winter. Also, weather. You must wear the hat with the bill towards the front if it's a baseball hat with your Class A. It doesn't matter with the Class B much, but you cannot wear it backwards or to the side with your Class A. Next up are neckerchiefs and toggles. Neckerchiefs should be worn with the 2 tips to the front of the Scout and the peak to the back of the Scout. Toggles hold them in place. To fold a neckerchief and to prepare it to be worn, you can lay it down on a surface and gradually fold the tips towards the peak, flattening it with each fold to make it look nice. This looks way nicer, but it takes a longer time. There is a way to do it super fast if you're in a pinch, which is by standing up and swinging it around in the air. This does look much messier, as I said before, as you can see, because I had to redo it because it looked too bad, so I didn't want to show it to the camera. It does really work well if you're walking to a merit badge class in summer camps or an NYLT presentation at NYLT camps. As I said before, the 2 tips should be to the front of the Scout, the peak should be to the back. The toggles you slide up to the neck, and it should be tight, also centered. Toggles vary between experiences you can get and troops. Some troops have their own toggles, and some camps have their own toggles or request you to make your own. This one I'm putting on right now is one I made for NYLT, and the previous one was one from a summer camp called Bartle. NYLT beads also fall into the category, so for NYLT beads, you get them by graduating National Youth Leadership Training. You put them around the neck, and you bring the diamond up and slide it up the string but do not use this as a toggle because it is not a toggle. Sashes are bands of cloth that go from your right shoulder over your heart to your left hip. This first sash, which is the sash that every scout should have, displays the merit badges that the scout has earned. This one you wear by, again, putting it onto your right shoulder, and it should slide diagonally down to your left hip, crossing over the heart. It should go over the epaulets on the Class A, which are things connected by buttons on the top shoulders of the Class A. The next one I have is an OA sash. This one is unique because you get it by joining the Order of the Arrow, which is basically a Scouts Honor Society. This one has a unique end where you have to button it together, and then it's secure. This one, instead of going on top of the epaulets, it will go into the epaulette on the top right shoulder, but you basically wear it the same way as the merit badge sash. Next up is the Class A itself, or the Class A shirt. It should be a khaki color, and it should house all the some certain badges, such as the rank, the scout badge, some camp badges and name tags. On the side, on the sleeves, one should have your council and your troop number and the position you have in your troop. More on that in another video. The other should have the US flag or the flag of your country and your patrol patch. You can also have service stars, which represent how many years you've been in a troop or in scouting in general. I have been in scouts for 1 year, so I have a 1-year star. You should generally tuck in your Class A into your pants, so it should look like this when it is correct, held on by the belt. If it is over, it looks kind of messy and it's kind of lazy. You obviously have to have the BSA belt. You can use any belt, it doesn't really matter, it just looks better with the scout belt. Next up are the pants. They can be jeans or they can be green pants like this. I like the green pants because they can split into or turn into shorts with a zipper. They're also just much more lightweight. Next up are shoes. Shoes like Crocs, super fancy shoes, and water shoes are usually not preferred, but tennis shoes, hiking shoes, and sports shoes can be allowed. I would recommend hiking shoes. Next up are quote-unquote add-ons. So things like backpacks, including huge ones, camelbacks, and day sacks, you can take on and take off as you need to. But things like work gloves, water bottles, camp mugs, necklaces, or jewelry of any kind, seasonal wear, carabiners and chains, medical equipment, knives, and some other patches can be worn. This is a little bonus round I decided to put in, but I'll make a better video on this later. What pastimes and items should you bring and which shouldn't you? So things like the scout case, the scout book case, and the scout handbook and some other scout books are required for most events, including campouts and meetings. But things like notepads and extra pencils I highly recommend because you tend to forget stuff really easily. Smaller books are good to bring as a pastime. Smaller games and like tic-tac-toe, canoodle, and the Rubik's Cube are good to bring. Things like glasses and watches and their supplies are required to bring. But some things you shouldn't bring are phones, iPads, really any electronics, and super breakable keepsakes that are just big and bulky and are not necessary to bring at all. Now you know the difference between a casual outfit, a Class B, and a Class A, and you know the parts of a Class A and how to wear them. Thank you for watching this video. If you liked it, subscribe and like the video. So I will be doing weekly shoutouts. This week's shoutout goes to Zach Duke. He helped me get 2 entire ranks, and he is a really great scouting friend and a great friend in general. More scouting content is coming out soon. I will start to post weekly as I get into school, since I am homeschooled and we are still in the phase of moving right now. But for now, I will start posting more videos per week until I start school. Again, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like, comment, do all the stuff if you want to. And see you guys in the next video.